Why is Mycenaean palatial state structure debated? Imagine a society with grand stone palaces that seem to control everything from trade to politics. Now, ask yourself, how much power did these palaces really hold? That's what scholars are trying to figure out about the Mycenaean civilization. These palaces, like those at Mycenae, Pylos, and Tiryns, were huge centers of activity. They stored food, crafted luxury items, and kept detailed records on clay tablets written in linear B script. This shows they had a complex bureaucracy and a high level of organization. But the big question is, how much control did they actually have over the surrounding towns and villages? Some experts believe the palaces were all-powerful, managing the economy tightly, collecting heavy taxes, and demanding labor from the people. The evidence for this includes large storage facilities, workshops for making fine goods, and fortified walls around many sites. These signs suggest a society under strong centralized authority, possibly worried about enemies or internal unrest. On the flip side, other scholars think the system was more flexible than it looks. They point out that local leaders and communities still had some say in their affairs. For example, the kingdom of Pylos was divided into districts, each run by officials called curators and procurators. These officials worked with local elders and landowners, indicating some level of negotiation and cooperation. The linear B tablets mention a term called damos, which might mean a local assembly or the common people, hinting at some communal decision-making. This suggests the palaces didn't just rule by force but relied on agreements with local groups. Another part of the debate involves the effects of the palatial system on society. While the palaces accumulated wealth and luxury goods, most people probably didn't share in this prosperity. When the palaces collapsed around 1200 BCE, evidence shows a shift to smaller, more widespread forms of living. Some think this means the palaces were a barrier to broader well-being, not a source of stability. Although there are no signs of widespread rebellion, the heavy taxes and labor duties might have caused tensions. External threats or economic mismanagement could have also contributed to the decline, but clear proof is limited. So, the question of how these palaces functioned remains open because the evidence shows both strong control and local independence. The truth is likely a mix of both, with the palaces acting as powerful centers that still had to work with local leaders and communities. This mix of control and cooperation makes the Mycenaean palatial system a fascinating puzzle for historians and archaeologists.